Farmers in Japan used shimagoe as their main fertilizer source until the 1920s, when commercial fertilizer was introduced, forcing landlords to have to pay someone to take away the poop from their buildings. Number 3. Heigasen. If you think some parts of Japanese culture are weird now, let me tell you, Japanese culture was always weird. Heigasen, which translates to fart battle, was a collection of scrolls painted by an unknown artist in the 1600s, depicting, obviously, various scenes of people having increasingly epic fart battles. Instead of talking about it, let me just show you some of the scenes on this scroll. Here's one that seems to be depicting a sort of Dragon Ball beam battle, where two men use their farts to launch an old man into the air, but are countered by another man who uses his fart to launch a cat back at them. Here's one where it appears to depict some sort of sneak attack with a guy farting through a wall, Kool-Aid Man style, to attack two people hiding behind it. Here's one that seems to be depicting a gang turf war, but one of the gangs figured out they can use fans to blow their enemies' farts back at them. And lastly, here's one where two naked ladies fart together to take out what looks like an oppressive lord. There are some theories that these pieces of art were a social commentary of the intrusion of Westerners into Japan, but come on, look at these things. I really don't think that's what's going on here. Number 4. Samurai Shudo. We often think of samurais as stoic sword masters with a strict code of honor, and while the samurai did follow the strict code of Bushido, did you know they also had some other practices that would probably get them thrown in jail today? In addition to kendo and aikido, the samurai also practiced Shudo, which may sound just like another martial art, but it was actually the art of loving. Specifically, the art of loving young boys. Shudo, or the Way of the Young, was a relationship between an experienced samurai and his young male apprentice, called a wakashu. These wakashu were usually around 10 or 11 years old, and the samurai would teach them the art of swordsmanship, discipline, and martial arts. And in exchange, the boy would have to cuddle and make out with his master. Actually, it was way worse than just making out. If the boy agreed, their relationship would be formalized in a brotherhood contract, and the two were expected to be monogamous Shudo lovers. This contract would demand extreme loyalty in and out of the bedroom for both the samurai and his apprentice. They were even expected to defend each other to death if necessary. The interesting thing is, the monogamy was only for men-on-men relations. Both the samurai and the wakashu were free to engage in extracurricular activities with the ladies, and the samurai could even get married to a woman if he wanted to. The sexual relationship between the samurai and his wakashu was said to end when the boy became an adult, though the master and apprentice would remain friends for life. I guess maybe the thrill was lost when the wakashu's mustache and lowered voice came in. "Hey master, wanna get some lunch?" What's up with your voice? I don't know. Today, if you tried any of this, you would probably be in prison becoming a wakashu to at least one of your fellow inmates. But Shudo was societally accepted as a normal step toward becoming a samurai. In fact, all the greatest samurai you've probably heard about had wakashu. Oda Nobunaga, the first great unifier of Japan, had one named Mori Ranmaru. The guy who was so ruthless he earned the nickname of the Demon King of the Sixth Heaven was giggling under the sheets with his underage apprentice. Hard to believe, but it's true.